This is Ben Rice. And Ben Rice, as a big leaguer, against the Red Sox, hit 3 home runs in a single game for the New York Yankees.
Drill deep to right field. There it goes. See ya. Second.
1-0. Rice drives it. Right field again. Way back and gone. Goodbye.
Driven out to right field and deep. There it goes. What a day for Ben Rice. His 3rd home run. Another 3-run shot. My, oh my. What a day for the rookie.
Power hitting first baseman and a catcher, Rice has climbed up the Yankees prospect rankings, showcasing a rare blend of power, plate discipline, and now we're hearing about the defensive versatility. With Paul Goldschmidt now at first base and Trevino no longer in the mix, Ben Rice is a guy that could see a healthy share of at-bats this year for the Yankees. To know about Ben Rice, the first thing that I want to talk about is the work ethic and the fact that he's an underdog. He wasn't a top prospect. He wasn't a high-profile draft pick. He was the definition of an underdog who forced scouts to take notice with some absurd offensive numbers at Dartmouth College. Even after a monstrous season, the Yankees didn't draft him till the 12th round of the 2021 MLB draft. Since then, he's shown some pretty unreal pop at every single level. Ben Rice has big league power, and not just plus power, like he's got potentially elite power. In fact, the bat's so good that I wouldn't have been mad if they started him during the postseason after Rizzo ended up breaking his fingers. I know he started the year and did play with the Yankees before getting sent back down and then didn't get pulled back up, but he just reminds me of so much of Manzardo, who played with the Guardians, got sent down after struggling, came back up, and ended up being a contributing force for the Guardians, including, that exciting Game 3 where he hit the home run early that kind of got overshadowed by things late. Now, for a young guy, at least in the minors, he's exercised some really good plate discipline. He rarely chases bad pitches and has a strong on-base percentage. We've seen it in the majors. He's got legit power potential, especially at Yankee Stadium. I mean, he's a guy, when you look at his profile, he's got legit big league power, and I wouldn't be surprised if at his peak, he was stringing together 25 home run seasons in the majors. Now, I love this. The lefty swings built for Yankee Stadium, I'm pretty sure he's proven he's got that. His OPS in the minors consistently hovered around 850, proving that even when he's not hitting for power, he's definitely getting on base. Now, Rice did play a little bit in the majors last year, but got a lot of work in the minors. Going back to 2023 in Double-A and High A, he hit 327 with a 401 on-base percentage, and that is good for a 997 OPS. In that window, he hit 16 home runs and had a 15.6% walk rate and only a 19.7% K rate, which I would absolutely take for a guy with that kind of power potential. He followed that up in 2024. He hit 273 with a 400 on-base percentage and 568 slugging, an OPS good for 968. He paired that with 24 home runs and then also had the 7 home runs in the majors, including the ridiculous 3 home run game against Boston. For a young prospect at that level, he was by far and away looked like he didn't belong there because that's how good he was. Disciplined, well-rounded, work ethic, and overall seems like a great clubhouse guy. Now, I think what's going to help him heading into 2025 with the New York Yankees is his defensive versatility. As a catcher, he's still improving, but he's got solid receiving skills and a pretty decent arm, paired with he's got the size. It looks like he's bulked up a little bit heading into this spring and is absolutely fully entrenched in the battle for the backup catcher spot. At first base, he looks comfortable and could be a long-term option there if and when Goldschmidt is done. Now, with Paul Goldschmidt playing first and Austin Wells being the established catcher, you're going to have to maybe play him every 3 or 4 days. And if the bat is good enough, I wouldn't mind giving a guy like Giancarlo Stanton a break to get Ben Rice some at-bats, because I think he should be the next guy to get at-bats if Giancarlo either gets a day off or if he gets hurt, because he has been, pretty injury-prone the last couple years with New York. The Yankees love multi-positional players, and really this allows Ben Rice to be able to get some major league at-bats without disrupting things entirely, while you give a bulk of those at-bats to Goldschmidt and to Wells. Wells obviously was in the Rookie of the Year race last year, and him being such a plus bat at catcher and also a lefty catcher does bring some kind of platooning issues because Ben Rice is also left-handed. But again, catchers can't play every day. At first base, Paul Goldschmidt, a little bit older, is locked in as a starter, but Ben Rice being that backup and Austin Wells backup, to me, is best case scenario. And even if he does spend the full year as the backup, he'll be getting valuable reps to maybe go through what kind of the Cleveland's going through. They let Naylor go, and they have Manzardo out there, and I think Manzardo and Ben Rice are both super similar profiles when it comes to, slugging lefty first baseman. Scouts have drawn comparison between Ben Rice and Eric Hosmer. Smooth, lefty swing with some plus contact ability. But if Ben Rice continues to develop his power, he could be real deal, like a potentially one of the bright young stars, one of the bright young bats in the AL East. What are you guys looking for from Ben Rice this spring, and how much of a workload do you think Aaron Boone will give him on the big league club this year? I know Aaron Boone loves his bat. I love his bat. And if he can prove continued defense at both catcher and first baseman, I think 2025, he could absolutely be a factor because there's 3 different spots in the lineup you can play him. He's shown big power. And honestly, how often have we seen a rookie in one game hit 3 home runs? Ben Rice has a rare, unique blend with big upside, and it feels like he's knocking at the door, and I, for one, think he's ready. If you made it to this part of the video, thank you. Like, sub, I got more on the way. I'm going to rework the Will Warren video just because I didn't like the direction and want to make sure I'm more detail-oriented, so that'll be out at some point here pretty soon. But as always, man, be a friend, tell a friend, share, and we'll be back with more spring training content.